Now we about to keep it real and and watch a money grab here. This is what I want to know. I want to know, how do we feel about this? How in the world do we feel about this? All of our greats, when they pass, this is what happens. In the first couple of years, it's a money grab. They throw all this shit out there, and then what? Nothing. No one thinks about it 10 years later, 5 years, 10 years down the road. No one thinks about it. No, they about to kill this man's legacy. We about to watch this live in effect, man. They about to kill this man's legacy, bro. Craziness. Craziness. We've been noticing changes on his damn channel ever since the man passed, boy. Boy. Money grab. And this the crazy thing. This the thing, like when you pass, something happens to you, like sudden like this. You don't have nothing in order. Who gets what get who gets to do what. Man, lawyers get involved, and it's this. Oh, Michael Jackson's greatest hits. Like, oh, unreleased songs, da 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 da. T-shirts. Man, here we go. Here we go. I want to know how y'all feel about this. Man. I don't know how I feel about it. Is his legacy going to live on, or are they about to crush it? And in 2 years, ain't nobody going to talk about Kevin Samuels, because now it's this. No one can post his stuff, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Because since he's been dead, everybody been posting his stuff. His word has been spreading even more since he's passed. But they finna shut that down. Yeah, they finna shut that down. Yeah, I see that coming now. They finna shut that down, bro. They not letting you do it. They like, nope. Yeah, they finna shut it down. I don't know how I feel about it, bro. It's sad. But that's what I see. Like, I ain't. I'm thinking like, look at all these people. He got 1,000 people already on his channel talking, chatting, woo, woo, woo. This is gonna be a money grab. His cash app about to be bananas. His his cash app about to go crazy. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100. Did he even deal with his family while he was living? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I ain't talking about mom. I'm talking about them kids. Now all of a sudden it's this, man. Kill that noise, man. Kill that noise. We about to find out. Yeah, we about to find out. Yeah. Well, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm going live early just sit here. Might well just go ahead and kick it in gear, see what we miss. Don't want to miss nothing. Want to see this whole charade. Want to see what in the world they finna have going on here. Really dope. Yeah. Let's see what they talking about in the chat. Winter is coming. French toast. What up, Theo? In 9 minutes, saying I've been a witness protection. Being crazy. Somebody about he being witness protection. You'll never outperform your belief systems. They just basically shouting out his quotes and stuff. Yeah. He may have been a passport, bro. Nah, he wasn't with leaving. He was trying to get everybody to start acting right, being better. You know what I'm saying? What cologne for the evening, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out. Let's look. What cologne for the evening, fellas? That's a good question. I like that. Let's check it out. I'm gonna do my inner Kevin. You know what I'm saying? For cologne of the day, we're gonna run with something like this. You feel me? We're gonna run with Creed. We're gonna run with that. Lovely smell, not too strong. Um, Definitely a must get. If you can grab you one, get you one. They running about a little over 400. You know what I'm saying? A little over 400. I think they got a smaller bottle. I think they got a smaller bottle. Um, but this thing smells definitely good. Like it's crazy, and it lasts super long. You'll put it on, and then you put it in your dirty clothes the next day. You smell your dirty clothes. Boy, wherever you got it, it smells just like this. Crazy. So we're gonna roll with that for the cologne of the day. That's a good question. I like that. Let's get back to the chat. Let's see what he got going on. Like I said, just a bunch of quotes. I'm gonna make you famous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talking about finding the king. Talking about average men. They must be talking about some Kenya. No. Who be saying that? Well, Kevin sometimes said that, yeah, but now everybody running with that now that he gone. Rate yourself. Bark. Where the chick he dubbed Ja Rule. What? Some people be texting so fast. Sometimes you'll forget letters. Actually, sometimes you forget certain words. It's not even readable. CIA and FBI people, get those likes up. Get those likes up. Sending love. 40-year-old, 2 kids, and she wants a high value man. It's gonna be tough, ma. That's gonna be tough. Share the live stream. That's what we want to do. You can only have a high value man making after you've hit that like button. What? All right. What that was about. All right. If you're a quality man, they're talking about being a Samuels for this stream. See, that's my thing. Like, I don't. Everybody see, and that's the thing. They got people fooled. They think, oh, this is the Kevin Samuels family. Da da da. Man, come on, man. We know how it gets down. We look, we and we all was fans of this guy. We watched this guy, man. And since he's been dead, you watch his old stuff when he was talking to the men and stuff like that. Like, look, he wasn't rocking with the people y'all think he was. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't rocking with the people you think he was. Candle of the evening. Actually got a couple candles too. I guess I could go run. I ain't gonna go do it, but I can go run and go. Pablo Santo. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of those candles. Let's run with that one. Candle of the evening. That's some good questions out here, boy. There's some Kevin Samuels fans out here, boy. They got that boy down pat. His sayings, everything. That's cool. Well, how much time we got? Till it starts. 5 minutes. Man, water went down the wrong pipe. Hold on.
This is Wix.
Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Money work, se arregla con dinero. Money work, si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el putín entero. Money, money, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work, se arregla con dinero. Money work, yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah, no me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money work, se arregla con dinero, yeah. Money work, corazón, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te Yeah. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar. Un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work.
They make you so they lighten it up, boy.
El mundo
Get
quiere
that money,
dinero.
boy. Spend that money. You're not playing.
Money work.
Look at that chat.
Se arregla con dinero.
4,000 likes. Half.
Money work.
That 50%
Corazón
and ain't said a
de
word.
corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz.
I don't know what charade
Ella
those
de
niggas pull off.
corazón.
But look at all that money. It's
Corazón.
super fast.
La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Money work. Money work. Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
How do we get that money to him?
Money work.
We can't. So what is this for?
Lunes.
I don't
Lunático.
know.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as him talking about people ripping off his channel, what is this? I'm not sure what this is. He didn't verify this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel whoever got to control this channel is needs to explain who, what, when, where, and why. Because if you're worried about them,
Money work.
delete it. I gotta ask you.
El mundo quiere dinero.
Delete this channel and you ain't gonna worry about no one taking no more videos. Channel gone.
Money work.
Find out. And I
Se arregla
hope
con dinero.
none of his so-called homies
Money work.
come on the
Si me
screen.
quiero educar.
If any of his so-called
Dormir en
homies
algún
come on the
lugar.
screen, look,
Un lugar para
look,
trabajar.
we ain't
Si
gotta
no hay
ask what's
para
going on.
emigrar. Todo
We
money,
ain't gotta ask what's
money,
going
todo
on.
el
If any of his
dinero.
homies
Solo
come
un par
on
de
the
gente
screen,
se lleva el putín
we ain't
entero.
gotta ask what's
Money, money, pasa verdadero.
So,
Si tienes lo verde siempre
you know,
llegará
we're
primero.
count
Pero
down already.
llegaremos
So,
antes o después.
look
Solo
at
a lo
this chat.
suyo, que Dios te lo
Professionally
ve.
reading them.
Porque tarde lo veré caer. Somos malos
Reading.
buenos y
Like
tenemos
that.
fe. Pero ya lo
Keep it
veré.
alive.
Ya
You know what I'm
vendo
saying?
mi alma, lo
Come on,
lograré.
man.
Seré el más grande, no
R.I.P.
olvidaré
You
de
know.
dónde vengo ni
Hey.
cómo fue. Money work.
But look at all the money. I can't even get my mind off
El
of it
mundo
because
quiere dinero.
it's so much. Just keep flashing up and up, up and up. Look, you see it just running up the check. I ain't hating on them.
Se arregla con dinero.
It ain't running. But let's not play.
Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Cuando tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber.
If you do this on his channel, the money gonna run up. But if you get it on anybody else's channel, it ain't gonna
Seré
run
el más grande, no olvidaré.
up. It ain't gonna
De
look like
dónde
this.
vengo ni cómo fue. Money work.
Look at that. You running up the check. Ain't even started talking. We got about
El mundo
12,000
quiere
people in
dinero.
the audience. Spend the money.
Money
I
work.
just want to know who they singing to. Wait a minute.
Se
Whoa.
arregla con dinero.
I just sent in
Money
$100.
work.
Boy. What are we supporting here?
La
A rich
plata no
man.
te hace ser
Man
feliz.
died rich. What are we supporting here?
De
I mean, what are we supporting? I don't get it. You talking about?
Hey guys, welcome. My name's Jeff. I am what Kevin would always call and mention his best friend. I'm the person that Kevin would bounce things off of, as he would say, level setting. I was one of the level setters in his life. I was one of the people Kevin would call on to make sure he was trying to be on his path and mission. And today we want to recognize Kevin, remember Kevin. Today would have been his birthday. And I'm just want to share with you maybe some few stories about Kevin real quick. Things that you all maybe haven't heard and things that let you kind of know who he was and who he was to me personally. Now, when I met Kev, and I would say, Kevin, I would say, man, this guy walked in when I met him. Probably like some of you watching, you know, man, he's just to the point. He's direct. I don't know if I like this guy. I don't know like the way he's talking. He seems cocky. He seems arrogant. Yeah, I thought that too. That's what I thought of him. He's full of himself. But after getting to know him, after having some conversations, after he and I really sat down, I really saw who he was. He really was somebody that when I first met him, we were working together, and those were the impressions I got from him. But then in working with him, I saw a humble person, someone who wanted to be better, someone who came up to me and said, hey, show me what you're doing so I can be better at what we're doing. And I can be, have better success in my selling. And that conversation showed me right then and there, this guy is not what I thought he was. I let my own filters of seeing someone 6'4", 6'5", clean dressed, sharp dressed, walked in, he had confidence, but we always misinterpret confidence as arrogance, and I totally missed it. It wasn't cockiness or arrogance. It was just somebody who just believed in himself. And truth be told, most of us don't believe in ourselves because we take that as a pushback. And I did, you know, honestly, I did, like most people. But getting to know Kev really let me know this guy was much more than just a sharp dressed man. This brother was caring. He, loved his family, loved his mom, loved his daughter, just loved people in general, and wanted everyone to have more success in life. And I think if you really watch his channel, you really see that. If you are a Kevin Samuels fan, you've heard what he says, and you felt his heart felt pleased to people to be better. He didn't have to have a YouTube show 3 hours a night, 3 days a week, and be on Instagram for another 2 to 3 hours a week because he was consulting with people after hours, after the shows, having 1 hour consults with people all around the world. Kevin talked to people from, when I say all over the world, I mean all over the world: China, Australia.
Yo, not for nothing. What is this? What are you talking about,
fans
brother?
necessarily.
Thousands of people ain't tuning in to hear you talking about y'all homie shit, brother. Because he didn't spend 2 seconds on live talking about it. So
he gave everything he could to people.
hurry up.
And when you talk to people that had consultations with him, and I've talked to quite a few of them, they were thankful for the time he spent with them. And he was the person that would talk to them in a way that they needed to be talked to. And on the show, he did that too. He talked to people the way people need to be talked to sometimes. And for a lot of us, we didn't like the way he maybe said something. I didn't like everything Kevin said.
Well, you snapping that neck and the hips, boy. What you got?
I knew he
you pointing that finger.
To hear it. And you've heard him say, when you go in the emergency room, the doctors you're having life-threatening ailments. Doctors sometimes get really direct with you. And Kevin was direct sometimes. And sometimes directness hurts. Honesty hurts sometimes. We want to be massaged. He didn't massage people's egos and their everything, but he didn't massage mine either. Trust me. We had some matches, some yelling, mostly from me at him. But
yeah, you sound like you're an intimidating guy.
And I was only trying to help him be better. And when he would call after the show, before the shows that you saw, sometimes it was just like, "Hey man, how was the show?" It was good, man. Like you were trying to, you did your best. And that's all he wanted to do. He wanted to give his best, do his best for the audience and for the person he was talking to. He wanted the person he was talking to have more for their life. And those conversations meant so much to him. And the audience meant so much to him. And he didn't take any of it for granted. He worked harder than anybody than I've ever known in my life. Like I said,
but why do you feel you need to tell us this?
What he didn't show you, which is his concert.
What is the end result in you telling us this?
7 days a week.
You think you telling us this is going to make us feel any different about him?
The Thanksgiving before he actually passed, that Thanksgiving, he had a consult that day, and I told him.
Kevin was the man, and we don't need you to tell us. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
On this day, oh no, they're going to be okay. I know he had the consult because he was that dedicated to the people, and that dedication never wavered. He always had North Star, and I told him his North Star was to have more Black families, more husbands and wives, support the community, uplifting families. He wanted to see more of that. And when he said on the show, he absolutely meant it. He wants that. He wanted it. He wants it. And his legacy is going to be for that to occur for him, in this lifetime that will go past him. But the time he was here, and my friend was just incredible. Incredible. He was humbled by the success from the time that Average at Best happened. He called me literally like the day after it hit, and it was getting, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 close to 1 million views. He says, "Hey man, like it's happening, it's happening." And I just told him, I said, "Man, you ready?" As I said, "Are you ready? Because it's coming." He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready."
You get no clout because
being
you're
ready
telling
with
us
that
you know
dude,
him.
never
So
forgetting
you
where he
keep
told me
trying
he
to.
came from.
Oh, he called me first. Soon as he seen it,
Being
yo.
from a single parent house, you know, growing up, not with everything. Not to say he was broken poor. He wasn't.
Y'all
necessarily.
doing his channel a
But
disservice because his
he didn't
channel
have
wasn't
what if he
boring
was
like
relative,
this.
right?
You have no light effects.
You see somebody say
Where's the
something you don't have to
spinning
say,
pendulum?
then they have
Nothing going on. It's just a boring
But
guy sitting up here talking about nothingness and nothingness.
he didn't have everything.
What is that devil worshiping thing you got in the back
But what he did
there
have, man, he
through
gave
the
lots of love.
through the
He
helmet?
gave
We
love.
see it. Come on,
And
bro.
he gave love.
What you got
Yet
back
on the
there?
show, some people say, "Oh, he was evil. He was mean. He was great." But what he never was he was never one that wanted to truly hurt anyone's feelings. He didn't want to hurt people. He wanted people to be better.
Let me see what the chat
Now, he
talking
wasn't
about.
pushover, right? You couldn't just talk to him any kind of way. I couldn't talk to him any kind of way. Nobody could. Nobody in his entire life.
Hey, can you speak up?
She'll
All
tell
right,
you,
let's start some of this.
couldn't talk to him any kind of way.
Your
He
volume is
may
low.
not like it, but
Speak up, bro.
And guess what? He had a show where he gave his opinion.
Why y'all
Everybody
paying?
else
Exactly. Why y'all
that's
giving
up for
away
him.
this
It's up for
money?
him to speak his mind. But his mind was always on one thing: helping people. He wanted to see the family.
Oh, they doing the LGBTQ flags.
Passing a year from his birthday.
What else they got through him?
You know him as the Godfather. I just know him as Kevin. Kev to me.
He was known as the Godfather, but I know him as Kevin. Meaning you don't respect him as the Godfather because he's a brother.
His show
Is that what it is? Come on, bro.
Laying in bed sometimes. I know it was him.
And that's the thing. Kevin, as much as Kevin talked about brothers and sisters, why the lead off his show is a Caucasian man? I mean, I'm not racist at all, but I'm just wondering, like, why is that?
Should I keep doing this some nights?
Like, I don't understand.
Man,
Kevin was hip, and Kevin had panache and flash, and like he wasn't boring like this. You know what I'm saying?
He kept it for a purpose.
So, he's probably sitting upstairs looking down at this show like, what are they doing?
Way more than probably you guys.
And saying, "Shit, can I get a piece of that money?" Kevin kept it real.
My best friend, loving, missing.
My best friend, boy. That's right. As soon as people die, all of a sudden they got 30 best friends. Boy, I'm telling you.
Celebrate him. So thank you guys for being here.
You be like, damn, I fucked with Kevin. I ain't never heard him say your name once.
In the entire world. Love him and miss him. I know you do too.
I wish they would slow this stuff down, boy.
Hello, I'd like to say happy birthday to the late great Kevin
Samuels.
No, his presence in his life, although he was
this is exactly
the ancestors.
This is exactly what we was waiting on.
I had the pleasure of being able to hang out with him on his last birthday while he was here with us, and it was my honor and pleasure to spend that evening with him. I didn't know it was his birthday.
The crazy thing is, we knew it.
Us with the fact that it was his birthday.
We knew it.
I have a couple of videos I'd like to share with you guys. They're definitely very interesting and very
knew it.
So here's one.
Oh no. We knew it.
And so that's how I like to remember him, and I hope.
Look. Oh man, let's talk about this. We knew this. If you look on the thing, it is saying you didn't do this. Oh no. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. You see that look on how he looking into the chat? Because he want to see what people are saying about him right now. Because he know. Oh no. That's all I can say is oh no.
You all will remember him that same way. You know, he was
Dang.
you know, once you got him to loosen up a little bit as much as he could loosen up, right? The man literally.
Before we go forward, all I want to say is watch who you call your friends, bro. Watch who you call your friends. Watch who you get close to, man. The very person everybody said, oh, man. Just watch who you get close to, bro. I mean.
He said that he enjoyed his suits, you know, so but no, he was a great guy. His impact is being felt around the world. Brilliant mind, brilliant salesman, wonderful personality. He was everything that we needed when he came through. I know that the good Lord has a reason for whatever he does and whatever. So I don't question the Lord.
So
of course, we wish
I'm
he
gonna
could
get
stay
on here and advertise my channel on here.
At the end of the day, he made such a great impact on the world.
I'm gonna advertise my channel on this man's
his family,
2 million
and his daughter and his
subscriber channel. I'm gonna
shout out to all you guys
as a business, yes, but as his so-called
share with y'all,
friend.
You can check it out. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. Rest in peace, Kevin. We appreciate you. We love you. We respect you. We honor you. Thank you so much for your hard work and dedication. As I always say, this is Uncle D. I'm out. And God bless you and God bless this wonderful man's memory.
Oh, man.
You know, Kevin was very
oh,
forward thinking, very ambitious.
oh, Shay
None of us as
Fake
content creators would be able
Jackson.
to hold a torch,
Mr.
O'Shea. What he's
Fake
done for
Jackson.
not even just black content creators, but black men in general, was to really give black men.
But the crazy thing is I knew it because everybody was talking about it except him. He didn't talk about how they were noticing changes on his channel. I don't believe MTR did either. I remember seeing videos on them wondering who Ken Nuff was, that channel that was booming. Oh, they wanted to know who that channel was because they didn't have their hands in that channel. No. Look. So this man built his channel to get to 2 million subs. And he dies, and his friends rush to his channel to get on his channel, to go live on his channel. And so they can get some subs through this. And not only that, come on. Oh, my goodness. And these are the cats that say, oh, we love him, and what? Because I would ask y'all this. Anybody that ever sees this, when's the last time you seen any of these cats that is going to be on his show, on his channel when he was alive? How many times did we see these guys on his channel when he was alive? Maybe once, maybe twice, but not thrice. But in his moment, oh, look, this is why you learn sometime after high school, college age, that friends don't exist. Things like this. Money? Oh no. Money will turn your mama against you. Mr. O'Shea Fake Jackson.
A source of identity as far as controlling our image and controlling
Let's
our
skip
ability
that
to be somebody.
you
You don't know what you.
let's skip it.
And
I
when
ain't really
Kevin died,
interested in hearing.
and when Kevin died, it was men in Russia that was mourning. And you never thought about how a black man from Oklahoma City who did a live stream at 10 o'clock at night trying to reach the black community had so much of an impact on the world. And he allowed women to be able to see themselves, and he could communicate with women in ways that many of us as black men could not.
What are you saying different than you said on your channel, Mr. O'Shea Fake Jackson? What are you saying different? You said all of this. So what would this be other than the money grab? You linked up with whoever you linked up with, and y'all all said, hey, we're going to put our hands in the pot. And then, you know what? Look, this is what y'all going to do. Y'all going to feed off of it as much as y'all can, and then y'all finna despond and let it go. And then y'all going to let it go. Sell it off to some, big whatever corp, and just let it go after y'all done ran off with, 100 million. Y'all probably figuring, hey, this is at least worth 50 million. If we do this right, we can squeeze 50 million out of this. Bruh.
Not and still cannot. And that's why somebody like Kevin Samuels comes around once every 200 years,
By the way, I love the shirt.
I will believe. Because his uncanny ability to relate, and not only just relate, but to inspire both men and women. So on this day, I want to give my gratitude to our fallen brother for what he's done for me, not only just in this business, but personally. I'm a very hardworking YouTuber, but Kevin really inspired me to want.
I noticed something also. If you watch any of these guys' channels, these guys promote other people's channels on their channels. They give guys shout outs on their channels. Notice on the biggest stage of their life, they don't. Do you notice on the biggest stage of their life, oh no, ain't no shout outs to the homies. All this time they got to talk, they ain't mentioning nobody else. Give me.
Want to take it to the next level. And so many of the projects that me and him had, we have one that he inspired me. I don't want to mention the name of it right now, but if it wasn't for Kevin, I wouldn't have that. So I just want to tell his family that I love Kevin Samuels. He's always going to be dear, and it's
tell his family I love him. Who y'all talking about? He wasn't messing with his daughter. If you talking about his mama, all right, his mama, but you keep screaming family. Kevin probably like, man, what the hell y'all talking about, man? Give me my money back. I wasn't dealing with these people when I was down there. Now y'all all just huddled up together, throwing them probably saying, oh, we're gonna kick you down 10, 15,000 a month while we run this check. Man.
It's hard to still believe that he's gone. The last time I talked to him was on May the 2nd, and on May the 5th, he was gone. So I just want to cherish the moment, and I appreciate being able to be invited to speak on his behalf and on this great day. So thank you so much for having me, and we'll always remember.
May I ask what you got paid for this? What did you get paid for this? You're a big time YouTuber. What did you get paid for this? For your time?
The great Kevin Rashawn Samuels.
What's going on?
I'm going to say this. Hey, this is the world we're in.
Friends, it's Anton Daniels. I'm incredible. I think that let a
See, I just, when you look at the lineup, when you look at the lineup, I want y'all to understand something. A snake can only bite you if it's close to you. But I don't understand how no one is saying, you know what? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's who's next. NTR's next. We know it. Look, NTR. Okay, let's throw this out right now. NTR's next. The lead attorney. You know he gonna coming in. Lead attorney, MTR. Who else running up the bag? And I don't, hey, do I knock him for taking this? This is like for this man right here. This is a business move. He probably got the call and was like, "Oh heck yeah, I'll be a part of that. Heck yeah, that yeah." If I'm not mistaken, he was probably like one of the few that actually came down to the funeral. I don't know, but this right here, I just feel like this is very low class. Doing this on this man's channel is very low class. You're telling me someone so what now? It's a $2 million channel, 2 million subscriber channel. What's next for this channel? Is it they gonna be running TV shows on this channel now? We're gonna look up and certain shows are gonna be on this channel. It's gonna pop up Kevin's channel, and all of a sudden, boom, it's hey, you want to buy this washer and dryer? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We watched for half an hour now one clip of Kevin saying nothing. It's because y'all weren't that close to this man. Not the cats that they running up. Yeah, hey, look. Like I said, business move, I understand, money grab, but this is man, I don't know, brother. I don't know. All I know is if I was one of y'all and I got the call, yo, money grab, I run it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on that one. Y'all go ahead and ride out. I'm gonna send my shots out on my channel, and we're gonna rock it like that. I want no part of this right here. I don't want no part of this right here. That's like in the other world, it's like you got two people hustling on one side of the street, on the corner, whatever, you know what I'm saying, one side of town, put it like that, one side of town. And dude on one side get killed, and then you go outside and start hustling his corner, and you're saying you're commemorating him. That's what's up. Yeah, she said lead attorney. That's what I said. They got the lead attorney's name in here. I just don't understand if they got NTR's name in here. What's going on? Let me see. Maybe he's up next. Well, MTR. And I'm gonna give this to Anton. I noticed Anton did not put his channel on here for display. I will give the brother that. Because like I said, I think he went to the funeral. He was like only like one of the few that actually went. So he was really trying to get to know Kevin probably. I mean, I think I seen his little video after Kevin died. So I really, so even though I didn't agree with Anton in the beginning, when I started watching him and everything, but now he's like switched up. He's like a different guy. So, I really, what I'm saying, he's a little different than I thought initially. So I'll give him credit for that. And I also see that with MTR right here. They're not promoting their channels and stuff. So I can rock with that. O'Shea didn't promote his channel, but he put his name, and he know his name is a brand now. So that's, you're supposed to be like these guys. Are you there because he's your homie? Or are you there to like, hey, brand deal? You feel me? And the first cat, we know about that guy. We know what that is. So, but MTR, I'll listen to him. I'm gonna listen to MTR because you know what I'm saying. I'm listening to MTR, but like I said, I noticed with Antoine, same thing. No brand.
I met Kevin in person. All right. Now, after months of establishing a friendship with him via the phone, one day he was like, yo, let's go to Vegas and let's get some content in, right? So one of the days that we had off, we actually traveled to his personal favorite clothing store of all time, Tom Ford. And when I tell you, when we got in there and it was his arena, it was absolutely his arena. It was like he was at home. I mean, he was the most knowledgeable person in that store regarding the styles, the fits, the colors, what works well with what, the different scents, then the sales associates, right? And they all just stood back and just listened. And I remember thinking to myself that this is a man that knows who he is and that understands his purpose, and he understands what makes him happy in life. And with so many men today struggling to find their individual purpose, watching Uncle Kevin go through that, it was simply a sight to see. Happy birthday, Kevin. You've set an amazing example. You've changed uncountable lives, and your legacy will always live on.
See, I can rock with MTR, what he said. I can rock with MTR. And like I said, same thing with Anton. I like how they not branded it, they're just sitting shut out. Now that's like I say, I can rock with that.
Lead attorney here.
Here we go again. No brand deal. I noticed his plaque back there, though. Come on, lead attorney. You almost did it. No, I have faith in you, brother. No. Look, you didn't have to put your plaque back there, bro. Oh, come on. Lead attorney. So close.
I am so happy to be a part of Kevin Samuel's birthday celebration.
Who wouldn't be? If I got a chance to promote my channel and maybe get 30, 40, 70,000 more subs, come on, maybe a couple of cash apps my way. Come on, man.
He changed so many people's lives for the better. It certainly changed my life for the better. When I think back to how I first was introduced to Kevin and how our relationship, our friendship began to form, I never would have thought he got nothing for the collaboration himself. He was just doing it to help me. And as our friendship started to form more, we would talk.
I would ask you, have you passed that down, brother? You're talking about a guy who got 2 million subs and you don't have 1 million. You're talking, come on, he went way down to grab you. Have you done that? Have you with your sub count? So you know what? I see a young YouTuber, not in age, but in sub count, trying to do it. Let me grab him, put him on my show so his sub count will go up and help him for the free. Have you done that?
Talk more over the phone. And then one day, I'll never forget, he sent me an Apple Pay. He sent me some money.
Bro. So now he's breaking bread with you.
He sent me $1. And I asked him, I said, what's up with this $1? And he said, that is my retainer. And now I've retained you. And now our communications are covered by attorney-client privilege. And that's when he really opened up to me and told me things that really just...
Look, no one dies with 30 best friends. Everybody is so close. Oh, me and him. Oh, man. Oh, look, boy, you don't even know. Let me tell you something. You talking about way back. Like, what is this? Come on, man. Everybody's the best homie of the bestest of the bestest. Come on with it, bro. Come on.
His wisdom. And as people are impacted, millions of people, not only in the United States, but from all across the world, we can never forget that all these millions of people have had their lives changed and lives improved by one man. You know, there will never be another Kevin Samuels. Kevin, I miss you. We all miss you.
Exactly. We all
love you. Happy birthday.
What's up, everybody? My name is Mumia Obsidian Ali, and
I don't know this brother. I've never seen his face before in my life. I don't know who this is. But once someone dies, I mean, everybody agree, different. Do we celebrate their birthday or the day they died? Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's crazy because with me personally, I remember my grandmother dying. So not that I celebrate that day, but I remember that more so than her birthday. So I don't know. Protocol on
that. He went on to say that because of the way that I presented myself into the world, people didn't see the refinement in me. They saw something else. He said, but on the inside, you're a gentleman through and through. It's not reflected on the outside.
And I can appreciate this too, right here. Right? Like I said, I don't know this guy. I've never seen his face before. I can appreciate this too with him. He like, you know, I ain't gonna get on camera, but I'll just send it and then we can just do a picture of me and You know what I'm saying? I wonder why he not cammed up. You know what I'm saying? But I can appreciate the fact that he's not taking it as a money grab. Like I said, I don't see the mention of his channel. I don't know this dude. He said his name, but.
And he went on to say a number of other things that really got me to thinking. Then another time we had a conversation, and I just asked him, because he would call me like every day. And I asked him one day, I said, listen, man, let me ask you a question. Real talk. Why me? And he said, excuse me. He said, I mean, you call me almost on an everyday basis. And I mean, you know, there's a whole lot of other guys that you could be calling and talking to and so forth. And why me? And he said, without skipping the beat again, he said, because you're the only one that showed up and did the work. Now, this is after the refined gentleman conversation. I had taken his advice, his implied advice, and just snapped one day and just completely changed my presentation to the world. I went down and got my tailored suit, and I never looked back. And so sometime it.
And that's those little small things like that is what Kevin did. That's what Kevin was inspirational for little things like that for men. You know what I'm saying? The older gentlemen, like the younger cats ain't gonna get it. I mean, even me, like he would wear like, you know, boots. I'm not even say snake skin, leopard skin, whatever, lizard skin or whatever head kind of boots. And I'm not there yet, but he's from a different generation. But nah, I'm not gonna say that Kevin didn't inspire me to start rocking a lot more cologne. Like, then that's where I got it from. I used to rock, and I rock a lot of cologne now because of Kevin. So I'm not there yet with the suits. It's crazy enough. I do own a couple suits because of him. Before that, I didn't own no suit at all. When he called us out, he was like, if you're over 40 or something, you ain't got a suit, get out of them Jordans and stuff. I died laughing because I'm like, he talking straight to me. So I went and got me a couple suits. But nah, man, that's little stuff like that. Kevin, that's what I think a lot of men gravitated toward Kevin because of stuff like that. Because Kevin was a man's man. Like he was like your grandfather, having a grandfather. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, you know, tuck in your shirt, put your belt. Like, you know, he would tell you like, nah, men wear it like this. Just how you're supposed to do it. And men respected that. You know what I'm saying? Unlike some people, you give them maybe some advice. Hey, you know, we don't like, you know, all the lashes are so big. Oh no, they don't take it the same. You see what I'm saying? They don't take it the same. So no, I think that's what that's why men gravitated toward Kevin because of stuff like that. Like you said, Kevin might have indirectly told him, you know, hey man, look how you presenting yourself to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, like you said, he never looked back.
It passed, and that's when we had the conversation I just told you about. And one other quick anecdote I'll relate to you is that when he went to promote my book, I had no idea he was going to do that. I was flat on my back, sick at the time, and he went and did that. And now what was a commercial ad is now something of a living memorial to me. That was the kind of man that Kevin was, very kind and generous and understated. He did not have to do that. I went back and did my own little homework. You know, the valuation of doing something like that is basically the equivalent of buying a commercial during the Super Bowl. Would have cost me 20 grand if he really wanted to do that. He could charge people that kind of money. That's the kind of money that he was worth at this point in his life. This is the summer of 2021.
And that's what I'm saying. He didn't deal with his daughter like that. How do you get control of someone's YouTube channel? If you're a YouTuber, you know how that works. If you're the only one, how do you get control of someone's YouTube channel without that phone? So whoever controls that phone controls his money. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm telling you, one of his videos, 20,000+. So like my man said, you want a commercial spot?
Did that for free. And I didn't ask him to do it. Had no idea that he was going to do it. And it just goes to show you what kind of man he was. I'm very dismayed at the way that he was treated by detractors in the wake of his passing, and even now to this day, coming up on a year. But I'm always heartened by the kindness and generosity and true humanity that he showed to me. He's been a friend to me when other men were not, and I will always remember that about Kevin, and will always try to live up to the example that he has set. And to all of his friends, his mother, his daughter, well-wishers, I hope you will all join me in saying happy birthday to St. Kevin. This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. Thank you for listening. And I love you, Kevin. Peace.
Greetings, everyone. Jeff, your style OG.
Yo, look. I used to watch this cat. I was watching him before I even seen Kevin. I think one time what it was I was watching his channel, and you know, back in, I don't know, 2018, YouTube, if you watch one video, it would just roll to the next and next to other people's channels. Well, that's how I found Kevin. I was watching his channel, watching all his channels on like a roll thing, and I had it in my ear. I wasn't in my phone. And then next thing I know, I hear Kevin talking. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking what he's talking about. You know, I said, yeah. But I'm not seeing him, and I'm not seeing the phone on my phone, you know. And so I was like, here, let me go run my phone and see who this is, and let me hurry up subscribe to him real quick, because I like vibing what he was saying. So that's funny that the Style OG over here, because I used to rock the Style OG, what? For real.
First of all, I want to thank Kevin's friends, family, and team for inviting me to speak on this joyous occasion, celebrating both Kevin's birthday and his legacy. And although I'm very excited to speak about Kevin on this day, it still is surreal. It feels unreal that he's not here. But one thing that can't be denied that's definitely real, the impact and legacy Kevin Samuels left behind. I believe Kevin's impact will be felt for generations to come. He definitely moved the needle, especially when it comes to male and female relationships, specifically in our community. And as someone who got to know Kevin pretty well over the last several years, I can't emphasize enough what his message was. He wanted to bring us together. He wanted us to have strong, fulfilling, lasting relationships. And even more importantly, for us to get married. And as someone who spoke to Kevin a lot firsthand about what he was trying to accomplish, he really wanted to get people what they wanted, especially the ladies out there. I know for a lot of ladies, after you wade through some of what you considered the harsh tone, he wanted you to get what you truly wanted. The man that
I gotta admit, what I don't like is the fact that whoever is got control of his channel, they said to themselves, hey, if I pay these big YouTubers to do this, it will make it go over better with people who watches this.
you were really looking for. But he also wanted you to do the work that it took to get that man. But I don't want to leave the fellas out either. My guys who are aware of Kevin know before he blew up, he was going hard at us, giving us tough love. Not only did he expect a lot out of the women, he expected even more from us, the men. It's very important to me that I share to the ladies out there, Kevin truly loved you. He told me this over and over and over. He knew that he had to give you a bit of tough love, a bit of straightening, but he knew if you eventually got the message, you and all of us would be better off for it. He knew that the key to building up our community was strong relationships and families. For any of us that watched Kevin's content over the last several years, we know he was making a huge impact. He was bringing men and women together. I believe it's very important for content creators like myself and the others you'll watch on today's video tribute to continue to share Kevin's message in our own unique ways. I also want to stress the importance of you, the listener.
But you better not use his picture or his likeness, or you better throw in the pot.
I want you to continue to watch it, but more importantly, share with other people you know can use it. I know there's so many people out there who are watching this right now whose lives were made better, who saw great improvements in their outcomes based on Kevin's message. If it helped you.
That's right. That's why he blew up so big. Like I said before, men, we could understand them.
I'm sure somebody else that you know can definitely use the help. So I strongly encourage you to like, subscribe, and more importantly, share this content with other people. And I mean,
once again, I notice he's not doing an ad campaign on his talking.
This content, not the bootlegs other people have created. By sharing Kevin's content, the content on his channel, That's how you make sure his legacy continues to grow and he has impact on these women.
No. We're not gonna let you slide with that because no, it doesn't matter who sends the message as long as you get the message. So your Bible came from the only Bible place that was created when the Bibles was the invented of the Bibles in the Bibles. Make it the see what I'm saying? Y'all make this content for laymen's, non-educated people. You don't make it for people with brains, that's wit, that can think quickly, that can hear schemes and scams. See, there was a reason why I stopped watching you. This could be it.
Definitely don't fit in that bracket. The concept of a high value man is to shoulder and is to carry the brunt, to be the general. And I think more so what I'd like to see is joint leadership and then joint respect for what each person is bringing to the table. Because I think a lot of people would assume from the clips they've seen of you that you're asking women to settle for less.
No.
To lower their standards or to be more realistic about their potential for partners. And then as a result, to look within a pool that they would consider less than what they see, for themselves.
My content is openly, I say I'm making it for the men who want to be in the top 10%, top 20% of men who want to get in the top 10%, 5%, 1%. We just haven't talked about the logistics of it. But actually, a high value man puts a lot of pressure.
I noticed there's only 10,000 people watching this, and they got up to over 11,000. So people are falling off. They're not watching this stuff. We see what's going on here. And I think the people are going to speak, are speaking by not tuning into this. We see this is a farce. This is a money grab. And y'all ran up a check. Y'all invited some big heavy hitters to the show. They co-signing this BS by even being on it. Because, yeah, it's a smart business move to be on it. I'm not knocking that. But a moral decision, yeah, nah. Morally, it's a sucker move. I'm just reading some of this, some of these chats, Yeah, let's get back to it.
True men.
It's fascinating because to hear about, the concept of a high value man is to shoulder and is to carry the brunt, to be the general. And I think more so what I'd like to see is joint leadership and then joint respect for what each person is bringing to the table. I think that even comes down to sex, right? So if I can acknowledge your sex drive and what you bring and what you know, and I want that information because my agenda isn't to kill the pussy in the bedroom or to dominate in the bedroom. It's to have great sex.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for us to have great sex, if you got something and I got something, we can both bring something, we can collectively create a better experience. And so I'm thirsty for your knowledge and I want to catch up, and I want you to be thirsty for my knowledge. I want you to want to catch up to where I'm at. We're both exchanging as tourists and as tour guides in the bedroom, rather than like putting the responsibility for men to say, well, you've got to be the leader. You've got to be the one to be the sexual advocates. You have to be the one to be the sexual conquests, because maybe you don't, or maybe you do get to be that on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, you allow your partner to take over. Even financially, I do feel that way. I feel that the concept of I want a person who makes X
I don't understand
should
what
be
we're
shifted
talking about.
to I want to be in a partnership.
This
where
is
we
very
can make
boring
X.
and uninteresting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is where the conversation gets into. This is what I'm responding to the market. Most women will say they don't want a high value man, but then they want a luxury lifestyle that come along with it.
They say they don't want?
Yeah, because high value man has become now it's because it's so much out there. Now they're like, I don't necessarily want a high value man.
The people in the chat aren't even talking about the conversation. They having their own conversations. They're not even worrying about what's going on in the video.
3, do you want to have to work to pay significant
Look, people are
bills after
dropping
you're
off.
pregnant
People
and
aren't
married
paying
with your
attention
first
to this.
No. Okay. What percentage of our family financial
or to
members? Keeper. The camera.
We've also seen a rise in stay-at-home dads, right? So now there's the notion that we're understanding that women's work is just as important or sometimes more important. And there's a lot of studies actually show that that balance actually works, that when the man stays home and looks after the child, and that could be logical for that partnership. So I love the fact that there are women. I think that's kind of the thing too, is that traditional women or men in a certain space look at it like I'm trying to discourage women from leaning into that. If your biological drive is to stay home and to nurture, and you want to do what your great grandmother did, because there's beauty in that, that's wonderful. I just don't know if that is the one size fits all story that we should say majority of women.
This is very boring. No one's interested in this. Do you see the numbers are dropping? The watching now, are you looking at this? Is very boring. No one's into this. If you look at the comment, the chat, they're not even talking about what she's talking about. They have their own conversations in here.
Want to subscribe to?
Well, okay. There always will be the anecdotal. What percentage of women, if you had to look at the sample size of women who are marrying age,
men want to stop working after having a child? How many women want to make massive sacrifices to their career as a result of having a family versus how many women want to integrate and do both?
Well, most women don't have careers, they have jobs.
Yeah.
Most people don't have careers, they have jobs. So again, I think we're talking about
But I think people have visions. I think people have passions. I think that's what we do have now, is even if you are in a job, you have a passion for or pursuit for a career.
It's not, well,
I just think anecdotally, I would have to see stats, but I reflectively don't relate to the woman who's not interested in her personal footprint and legacy. And I don't know a lot of women whose aspiration is to have children and have a man look after her.
I'm not saying that.
This is why Kevin didn't release this, because this is very boring. This is why he didn't let us see this.
They want to do that. I'm just looking, like I said, this is where I pull in the stats, the numbers. 50%, 74% of our women are making less than 50,000. So whatever a career is, where the rubber meets the road, a family still has to be raised.
Yes.
So in the United States, 20 to 30% of people are business owners. That means 70 to 80% have jobs. Aspirations or not, but one of the biggest reasons why so many women can't quit in this great resignation is because they don't have partners in which to do anything. So it's about choice. Now this is where I think a lot of people almost come in like some high value men, because we're almost having what many people consider an elite conversation. And we're talking about people with college degrees and businesses, this and that, and that's not the majority of folks. So the bigger question, I think, is for the people who don't have those choices, we're starting to see a decline in the middle class where I will ask women, okay, if you can't have a high value man, okay, and you will give you, and a woman as yourself, you would say you're an average earner, you have a college degree, and you have average everything. Okay?
Trying to see what the heck they saying, man.
Could you be with an average man and work with him and be his wife, and y'all have your kids and family? And every time I'm not going to say why, when I talk to women, 90+% of the time, the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
If I got to do all that, I'll be by myself. So what are we telling men? That
it's also the way you positioned it. If you positioned it now, you're with a partner who gives you.
Yeah, it's over. Without him controlling the mic and controlling the flow and how everything is moving, and this is very boring. Very, very boring. So I'm going to end this here. I don't even want to watch the rest of this. This is boring.
Understood, but it sounded as if,
Rest in
well, if
peace to
you have to
Kevin
take on
Samuels.
the
This
financial
is boring.
responsibility, and if you're the person who is in the lead and you have to make all the decisions, and you're with somebody who has a trade who's making less, is that a relationship that you want?
No. What I'm saying is, you're a teacher.